Last night we pulled into Custer State Park. We're just here for the one night. Today we are at Knife River Indian Villages in Stanton, North Dakota. We're on the trail. It's about 1.4 miles, it said. We're going to see some of the villages that are still, what's left of some of the villages. So this is where they believe this village was because of the earth lodge depressions from the air. Aubrey just pointed out that you can see the bumps along the ground.
What does that mean?
The river ended up washing all the earth lodges away. It's right here.
Oh, so those are the lodges? The river got that high?
Yep, I guess so. So this is what their garden might have looked like. It says that they grew corn, beans, squash, and sunflowers. And there's a drying rack. And then an earth lodge. So this is Lewis and Clark's trail. This is where we are. So they stayed there. And then we're going to drive next up to Fort Mandan, where they spent their winter. There's also a visitor center here, but it is still closed with the virus. I believe it is inside this earth lodge. We're now at Fort Mandan. So this is a made-to-scale replica fort that Lewis and Clark had built. Said it took them 5 weeks to build it. This is like a huge thing. Said it's about 10 miles from the original site. The original site was actually burned down like a year after they left. And they couldn't put it in that area just because the river has changed so much. But it's very, very cool. There was an interpreter down here who gave us kind of like a private tour because no one else is down here. But also, when the virus stuff is all over, you can actually go into all of the rooms here and touch things and try on things. So that would be really cool when the virus is over to do the hands-on part of this. That was Lewis, Sacagawea, and Clark. So it says Lewis brought his dog that he paid $20 for. His Newfoundland dog, Seaman. There's a blacksmith shop. This is where the soldiers slept, huh? And there's lofts in all of these.
Neat.
How long do you think it would have taken these? The ladder up to the loft. This is the smokehouse room for storage.
Jean-Baptiste, but he also had a nickname.
What's in this one? More storage. Oh, it looks like stuff that they traded. Or stuff to trade, maybe.
That's what they called him.
There's spears.
So this is where Lewis and Clark would have slept.
Then there's guns.
Oh wow, look at their uniforms. They're very bright.
Yeah.
Fancier in here. So the captains.
That's a weird lighter. Oh, this must be Sacagawea's husband.
And Sacagawea's. room, and her husband.
Her husband has a lot of blankets.
He was a fur trader, right?
Yeah.
And there's Indian stuff over there. Sacagawea.
Hey, there's
Indian
skunk,
boots.
Squirrel, the guard.
The guards' quarters.
Look at that huge gun as a big bullet.
Oh, yeah. She said that the guards took 2-hour shifts and then they had 2 hours off. 24 hours a
What
day.
would they be doing in their room within 2 hours?
Warming up. She said warming up, eating, sleeping. It's a blacksmith little shop.
Look at mommy.
Since, oh, now of course it's not. Sometimes when the wind catches it right and the flag is out, if you can see the flag go out, our flag up there is kind of unusual. You guys, of course, are familiar with the flag, the stars and stripes, right?
Yeah.
How many stars and stripes are on our flag right now?
There's the river. Just about 2 miles down the road is the Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center. That's where we are now. Oscar Will established North Dakota's first seed house and nursery. Very cool. Sacagawea. We usually say Sacagawea. Supplies.
That must be a longhorn chicken over here. I mean, a baby chicken and a thingy. Groundhog. Oh, look at these bugs in here.
There?
What kind of bugs? I wish I could take one for my
Oh,
project.
wow.
Look at that kind of bug. It's like black. When they killed animals. Used in Pompeii.
Oh, look at those little tiny baby shoes.
So tiny. But not.
Is the dog gonna go down the slide too?
Right here. It'll lead you to the fire truck. Go! I'll catch you.
Roller coaster ride! I bet that gets kind of sweet. Hold on.
Oh.
Let's see if I can flip you around.
No.
Let's flip you around.
No.